It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be doing a tier list of the power forward position. And we've got a lot of guys to go through and talk about. I think it's about 65 guys. We're going to be trying to get through it in, I don't know, 20 or so minutes. So, you know, I don't want to say rush through it because we'll spend time where necessary. But, you know, when we get to talking about, like, I don't know, Diamond Taj Gibson, you know, Diamond Marquise Chris, I hate to tell you guys, not going to spend too long talking about that. But before I dive into it, guys, I do want to say, each and every you guys are having the most blessed day possible. And if you're new to the channel, man, make sure to smash that subscribe button. We're on the road towards 120,000 subscribers. We're going to start off here with Galaxy Opal All-Star Bam out of bio. You could throw the other Bam right here with them because they are basically the same. At this stage of my team, Bam's not very good. Now, the big problem with Bam is his release is only on normal timing. And a lot of you guys might be like, what, Ty? That's not that big of a deal. I mean, at this stage of my team, it is. Because everybody else has a quick release. And let's talk about quick release. We got to talk about Big Ben Wallace. I'm a big fan of Ben Wallace. Like, from top to bottom, if you look at Ben Wallace, the card is really solid. Now, is he overpriced because he locks in for a dark matter? Yes. Not worth the price. But Ben Wallace is still extremely good. Definitely is A tier. A little undersized. But, I mean, he can do literally everything on the court for you. Bob Nedelecki, I don't care. I'm higher on Bob Nedelecki than probably anybody else in the My Team community. He's A tier. There's something about his O'Shea with that upper that I love. And again, I can't even sit here and tell you why I love it so much. Like, I just can't. But I'm absolutely in love with it. I'm not foolish enough to put him at S tier, but he definitely does belong in A tier. I'm going to move Bam down to D tier. Chet Holmgren is C tier. I mean, can we take a moment and realize that how good, if Chet would have panned out, right? How good the Thunder would be if they had him. I mean, the Thunder are literally legitimately playoff contenders. And that's not even really talking about Chet too much. But obviously, Chet is really good. We're going to throw him into C tier. Dark Matter Chris Bosh. Here's an interesting one. You could have him at S tier. And as I'm scrolling down, I think it's close. Right? I think it's close. I'm going to put Chris Bosh at S tier right now. Just because he is a really complete player, his release isn't bad. Could you argue Ben Wallace over him? Yes, but again, Chris Bosh is 6'11", whereas Ben Wallace is only 6'9". I'm going to throw him at S. He could get moved down. I guess that's something we'll just have to see on, but I do like Chris Bosh. Throwing him at S tier. Danny Ferry at the power forward position is also S tier. I honestly said, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think Danny Ferry's best position is that power forward position. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but his movement is not that great in my opinion. And I just think with that release, he belongs at the power forward position. But he's S tier at that position. No questions asked. Dolph Schayes at this stage, I'm still putting him in B tier. And I know a lot of people are like, what? Dolph Schayes at B tier is crazy, Ty. Call me crazy then. Because for me, he's B tier. Again, you guys can call me crazy if you want. I do like Dolph Schayes. I've loved the card. I love his release. He's B tier. I'd rather on him than Chet Holmgren at this stage. Domantas Sabonis, I mean, maybe I'm putting him at F tier. He's worse than Bam. Sabonis is dog water. He is F tier. There really shouldn't even be any hesitation with me. The card is not good. Jonathan Isaac at the power forward position, I'm thrown into A tier. I do think Danny Ferry is better. But Jonathan Isaac can definitely play power forward. He's 6'11", has a decent release, good player, not a good player build. He belongs at A tier. It's honestly that simple. Pascal Siakam, I'm going to go at C tier. I don't hate Pascal Siakam, but his release isn't that good. I think he's only 6'8" this year, if I remember correctly. Siakam's not what he has been in the past. Like, in the past, Siakam's release has been really easy to time, really easy to green. I mean, the card has had a lot going for him. It's just this year that's not really the case. And again, I don't hate Pascal Siakam. It's just with that release, he leaves a lot to be desired. Danny Manning, I mean, I'm going to go C tier. I don't hate Danny Manning, but I don't love the card. I think he has the Magic Johnson base on very quick. He's 6'10". He's going to do some things for you, but I mean, even when you compare him to Pink Diamond Giannis, I probably like Pink Diamond Giannis more. I'm going to put Pink Diamond Giannis into B tier. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Pink Diamond Giannis into B tier? Are you crazy? you guys got to realize that Pink Diamond Giannis is still one of the best defensive cards at the power forward position. And mashing is still meta in my team, right? Mashing is so important, so valuable. And until those things change in my team, Giannis is a card I'm always going to be extremely high on. Anthony Davis up next. And I think I've got to put AD in S tier. Do I love Anthony Davis? No. Okay, I don't even think AD is great. He's very good though, right? And again, is he better than Chris Bosh? I think they're on the similar level. Would I take Danny Ferry over him? I mean, I don't know. AD probably plays better defense. Ferry's better offensively. It's just a really tough thing. I wish AD would have got that release on very quick. He only got it on quick, which does hurt his value a little bit. He's still S tier in my opinion. Then we get 3 straight guys in S tier, okay? And I'm not going to spend too much time about it. Kristaps Porzingis, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and David Robinson. Okay, and I'm just going to shift some things around. Stay tuned here, okay? I'm going to shift some things around because I got to at this stage. Because I simply cannot have this many guys at A tier. So, I mean, I'm going to move Bosh down. And I think I got to move Ferry down. And because of that, I got to move these 3 down. It's just what it's got to be at this stage. I mean, maybe you could argue Jonathan Isaac and Ben Wallace up. But these guys are way more elite than these guys. I mean, it's honestly that simple. KP 7-3, really smooth release, one of the best power forwards in the game. I prefer him at center, but you want to play him power forward, go ahead. Kareem, definitely not worth the MT, especially with some of these other guys at the same tier, but very solid in my team. And then D-Rob, 7-1, right? Another stretch big that can play defense. Just absolutely incredible as an all-around player. Greg Oden is slept on. And I'm going to put him all the way up to A tier. I don't think anybody should be slandering Greg Oden. Number 1, his player model is really, really extremely good. Number 2, his release really isn't even that bad. And number 3, he's one of the best defensive players at the power forward position. He's A tier. If you do lock in the set for Kareem, Greg Oden can definitely play. So Dark Matter Tim Duncan, I guess, is going to go C tier. Nah, he's going D tier. Tim Duncan with that slow of a release at this stage of my team is D. He's C tier, whatever. Because I know if I put him in D tier, everybody's going to hate me. But I'm telling you, Pink Diamond Giannis, Galaxy Opal Dolph, they're better than Tim Duncan. So don't be surprised if the card does end up getting moved down. And this is where things are tough. I want to put Psycho T in B tier, but I can't. He's got to go C tier. And I want to put Leitner in B tier, and I got to put him in C tier. And I'm moving Tim Duncan down. It's that, because these guys at C tier are good. Christian Leitner might even move up. I'm going to move Leitner up. I like Leitner over Hansborough. He's a little taller, going to get you, more stops in general. It's what it's got to be. I'm sorry, Tyler Hansborough, but you've got to be at the same tier as Dolph. You're just a little better version of the card. Blake Griffin is not great. I mean, am I crazy to put Blake Griffin at D tier? I think I am. I'm going to put him at C tier. I just don't love Blake. I mean, there's been times in the past where Blake's release has just been outstanding. I wouldn't say it's outstanding this year. I mean, defensively, he leaves a lot to be desired. Blake's just not great in my team. Is the card bad? No. Blake Griffin's not bad. And you guys need to know and understand that the card is not bad. He's just not great in my opinion, right? I mean, if you use him, you can have success with him. But I can say that about anybody at C tier, right? It's not, to me, it's just the card doesn't do anything special for me. Galaxy Opal Jokic. I know people are going to want me to put him at A tier, but I'm putting him at B tier. And again, I know people are going to slander me for it. I do not love this Jokic card in my team. If you're asking me who I'd rather run in power forward, Jokic or Jonathan Isaac, I'm personally taking Jonathan Isaac. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, but that's my opinion on things, okay? Take it for what it is. That is my opinion. Galaxy Opal Nate Thurmond, I'm also throwing him at B tier. If you can green, he's not as good as, he's not as good as Ben Wallace. He's not. Ben Wallace is going up, and so is Nate Thurmond. I mean, Ben Wallace was the best player at B tier. To me, it's not even close. Ben Wallace was the best player at A tier or at B tier, and he's got to get moved up into A tier. But then it's tough because people are going to be like, Jokic is better than Ben, and Ben really better than Jonathan Isaac. It's just going to be a disaster. But it is what it is. This is where I'm at right now. E. Jinlian up next. And I like E. I like him a lot. I'm going to put him at A tier. And I'm going to be honest with you, this might be a little bit of free card bias. Because objectively, is E. Jinlian better than Jonathan Isaac? Probably not. Okay? I'm going to do it. Bro, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't make this tier list because it's literally impossible to do. I'm going to put more players at C tier. It's going to be what it's got to be. Because I can't keep going back and forth. I can't keep doing it. I've got to put more players at B tier. Otherwise, it's going to drive me crazy. I think this is more accurate. But even with this, I don't know if I necessarily love it. Like, this is hard to do because there's so many guys at that pretty good level, right? Where they're not the top of the top, but they're pretty good. And I just don't know what to do. Pau Gasol is not good. He's D tier to me. And I know there's going to be Pau Gasol stands out there that are on me about this. I don't care. He's D tier. Dirk is good, but he's B tier, right? And the reason Dirk is B tier is because defensively he leaves a little bit to be desired. I know his release is really good, but I mean, everybody basically at this point is getting a good release. Maybe not as good as Dirk's. Like, I get it because Dirk has one of the best releases in the entire game. But I don't love Dirk in my team. He's on the verge of being A tier though. Again, this is not set because things are going to change because I have no idea. This is really, really tough. Galaxy Opal AD, I'm going to put him at C tier. I mean, before we got the new AD, I was really high on him, but I mean, he's just outdated. It's that simple. Pink Diamond James Wiseman at power forward is not good. The more I use James Wiseman, the more I really don't like the card. I mean, his release is baited. Just not great on the court in my team. Seawood up next. I'm going to throw him at D tier. And I know there's a lot of people that are going to get mad at me because they love Christian Wood. And I think Christian Wood is fine, but we're talking about the best of the best power forwards. Seawood's not better than Leitner. He's not better than Hansborough. He's D tier. Cliff Robinson, he's C tier. The reason Cliff Robinson is C tier instead of like a Christian Wood is because he's going to play way more defense and get you way more stops than a guy like Christian Wood. And I'm not going to lie, we're going to have to move people up because we've got a lot of dog water cards coming up. So I'm going to move people up, okay? Just for right now, we might have to move people back down, but for now, I'm moving people up tiers because we've got to clear out some room here for the bad people that are upcoming because we've got a lot of guys that are just not very good coming up here. Okay, now here's the deal. Okay, I'm going to start it off with Karl Malone. He's C tier. Karl Malone's not horrible, but he's just a little undersized at the power forward position. Has a good release, decent player build. Karl Anthony Towns, the return of Cat. Let's go, man. My GOAT. Hey, y'all can say what you want. Cat's my GOAT, man. D tier. I love him, though. I love Cat. I love you, Cat, forever and always. K-Love's not very good. Doesn't play a lot of defense. Throwing him in D tier. Amari Stoudemire. I don't know why DBG hypes this card up. He's not good in my team. He's D tier. Willis Reed's better than Amari. Willis Reed's got a smooth jump shot. I'm throwing him at... Nah, he's D tier. Objectively, he is. Dino Raja, finally a guy that's not a dog water card in my team. Like, finally we get a guy that I can talk about a little bit here in Dino. And I'm going A tier with Dino. People can say whatever they want about Dino not being good in my team. The card is absolutely outstanding. It is what it is. I don't make the rules. Dino is absolutely outstanding in my team. Definitely deserving of A tier. Bobby Portis Jr., he's going in C tier. People can gas him all they want. The card is not great. Solinger, as good as he is, he's D tier. I mean, this is the best of the best. Solinger belongs in D tier. Cat McGalley gives you a little more size. I like that out of him. I'm going to go C tier. Then we're going to get a lot of cards that are just okay. Trey Lyles, Nick Collison, Brian Cook, Taj Gibson. Like, these cards all are objectively okay, right? Even Ronnie Turner, they're okay. You can use them. But they're not great cards, right? I'd tell you guys a great diamond if I saw them, and none of those guys, in my opinion, are great. Some of them are fine. You could argue some of them are C tier, but none of those guys are great, okay? Frank Kaminsky is F tier. I'm sorry. Frank Kaminsky is not good in my team. I used him, and for a free card, sure, he's fine because he's free. Frank is not good in my team. Julius Randle, I'm going to throw him at C tier. Definitely not worth the 250 tokens, right? I used him. Definitely not worth it. Charlie Villanueva is good. I'm throwing Charlie Villanueva at B tier. He's one of the best free cards that we basically got because he's not even a hard grind. So you really got Charlie Villanueva for free, and he's one of the best free cards that we've ever gotten in my team this year. I mean, he is absolutely elite. Can play at every single level in my team. And again, the card was really easy to get. Taurean Prince at the power forward position, S tier. And here's the deal with Taurean Prince. I'm trolling. He's not quite S tier. I'm going to go C tier just because he's undersized. If this was the small forward list, he'd at least be B tier. Taurean Prince has one of the best releases in the entire game. Is he worth the 125 tokens? I think so, but maybe it's because I'm a Timberwolves fan. But again, his release is incredible, absolutely incredible. And if you don't have a very good team, Taurean Prince can definitely help you guys out. Nazar Muhammad up next. I'm going C tier with Muhammad. Doliak, I'm going F tier. I actually haven't used Doliak, but I've just heard he's a garbage can. Whereas Nazar Muhammad plays a lot of defense. Card is really solid in my team. Purvis Ellison up next, S tier. I'm going to move Ferry up to S tier as well. Purvis is a better overall card. So if you're asking me, Ty, who are you grinding for? I grind for Purvis more than Danny Ferry. It's just one of those things. Purvis, to me, moves better. I just like the card in general better. So I'm grinding a lot more for Purvis than Danny Ferry. But again, both cards are really solid, deserving of S tier in my opinion. Cherokee Parks, I'm going to go D tier. Again, I don't know much about Cherokee Parks cards. Not horrible, not as bad as like an Elton Brand. Card's not great in my team. George Mikan, I guess I'll go C tier. Mikan is going to be better at the... Look, I'm going to be nice, okay? He's going to be better at the power forward position than the center position because he's 6'10", but he's still not great. Deserving of C tier, though, nonetheless. Dark Matter Giannis, there's only one place Dark Matter Giannis can go, and that's S tier. How I'd rank these guys, I have no idea. All I can tell you is it's not worth locking in for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But with that being said, okay, Kareem is one of the best guys there. Okay, it is that simple. I can't justify locking in that much MT. I just can't, right? And again, Kareem is absolutely incredible. If you get him, I mean, he's going to play for a very long time. I just can't tell you guys he's worth the lock in. But, I mean, back to Giannis. The dude's incredible. People are going to say, but Ty, Giannis's release isn't good. And you know what? They might be right. But everything else about the card is outstanding. Jaren Jackson Jr., really solid. I don't love his release, but he still belongs in that B tier. This Julius Randle, D tier. This Joel Embiid at power forward's not great. We'll go C tier. This is where things get really hard for me with Kevin Garnett. I'm going S tier, but it's hard for me. Because is KG better than Dirk? I don't know. I mean, people can argue that forever. Is KG better than Bob Nedelecki? I mean, I think KG is better, but people could argue that. I'm going to leave him at S again. Free card bias, maybe is a thing, but I think he deserves that S tier spot. Lauri Markkanen, he's not horrible. 7 feet tall, shoots the ball incredibly. Going C tier with Lauri. Not the best card that I've ever used. I'm just gonna be honest with you, but he can definitely hold it down at a pretty high level. Candyman up next. I gotta be honest with you, I like Candyman, and I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there like, what? I like Candyman. He's going into B tier for me. I like Candyman over everybody at C tier at the power forward position. Call me crazy, call me whatever you want. That's my opinion. Moses Malone at the power forward position is incredible. I don't care what anybody says, he's S tier. Somebody's going to have to show me that Moses Malone truly is bad if you don't want to put him at S tier, because the card, stat and badge-wise, is immaculate. Claxton at this stage, I'm going to go B tier. I really like Claxton, man. Claxton is a card you can run, he can compete, can knock down shots. I really am a fan of him. Vucevic, he's kind of a dog water card. He's going to D tier. Sean Kemp at this stage, I'm going to go C tier, right? You can still use him as a decent release, stuff like that, but the card in general just is not great. Spencer Haywood up next. Ooh, he's not very good. I'm going to go D tier. Tristan Thompson, going to go C tier. Card's a little bit better than a guy like Spencer Haywood. Probably solid for his price, just in general. Power forward list is stacked. And then we get Taco Fall. Taco Fall is a no-brainer into S tier. I mean, at the top of S. How would I rank these cards at S tier? Honestly, I don't know. It'd probably be something like, I don't know, man. We got so many good power forwards. The crazy part is I literally put 10 power forwards in S tier. So, I mean, here's the deal, guys. Is KG on the similar level of a Kareem Taco? No. So maybe I need to switch things. I'm going to switch things around. I'm going to. You know what? I'm going to switch some things around. KG down. Moses down. I don't know, man. I'm just going to leave it because I don't know what to do. Maybe we just need like a new tier, add a row above. And this needs to be like the GOAT tier. And then we need to do something like this, right? In which, okay, that's the same color, but maybe we just need to do the GOAT tier, which is pink, purple, and maybe we just got to go taco like this. Maybe this is what we got to do, because I don't see how else I can do this tier list. I just don't. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know if this tier list is good or bad, guys. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.